Alright everyone, we're back. This is Thumper. We just finished up our Horde night. If you want to see that, go back to the previous video. I haven't actually put any of these up yet, so may not be able to see the comments. I'm trying to figure out how to edit. Of course, if any of you have suggestions, it's going to be after these videos actually get posted that I will see them. Today, we're going to go around and look at the base. I'm going to talk about a couple of things real quick that I failed to mention prior to. So I've dug a little ditch here, and right now I'm using these frames. So if the horde comes up and starts beating on this base, and as I mentioned in my horde video, uh, you can pick up this frame and then the horde will fall down in. Eventually we're going to have that all the way filled up, but they will not see this as a valid pathway, so they will scoot over and start beating on this even if this is totally destroyed. A couple other things we need to talk about is if they get in here and they're attacking, normally when they're back here they can jump up on each other, but when they're in here and the game doesn't really, I'm not sure how many can fit in one area, but the game says, oh, well, I can fit 4 or 5 in here, but I can't jump up. So that's why we have this up here, and this will eventually be upgraded in case we have cops exploding or something like that. What else? Double pole, cobblestone reinforced. Eventually, we're going to start our next phase tonight, and we'll have a cobblestone run right through here, and we'll put in actually trap doors here so we can open and close and not remove blocks. It's kind of a cheesing way to do it, but that's what I have to deal with at the beginning, and eventually we'll put cobblestone blocks here. I've gone in and for some reason I can't make this jump properly. Normally zombies cannot access a ladder with only if 2 of these were here, if this one were gone, they cannot jump up. And for some reason I can't either. I can do the jump outside. I think it has something to do with this door or the way the block was or the center pole. So probably I'm just going to put a door in here as I did, and that'll give me just enough time if I have a breach. I can come in here, shut the door, and then get out of the area. Let's see. We'll probably end up putting a door on this side just in case I have a breach over here. I don't have to run all the way around. But now that I put that other ladder there, there's not really a jump. And as you can see on the outside of my base, this jump I can make just fine. I'm not really sure, and then this jump I can make just fine. But if you ever have a problem with that, I think I said this in one of my previous videos, just come back 1 space, drop a block, and then there you go. No problems. So we're going to dump off some of our stuff. I'm going to take my bones because I'm going to head to the trader, I think, to make some glue. I think I've gotten rid of everything here. What time is it? 7:22. I'm going to sell a few things. Actually, we're going to put our stuff in here. Probably not going to need the repair kit. Oh, if you watch my video, so I intentionally took my level 2 club off. I had made a level 3 club earlier. I forgot to move it. Anyway, I ended up not using it for almost half the horde night, and it does so much more damage. Does 25 versus, what was this one, 20, and that's modded. So it was only a couple more points, but we could find a mod now and put in there. I'm actually going to get my, I think I have a weighted head in there. So, that club does not do that much more damage than, let's see, modify. Oh no, it does 22. And I like my fortifying grip in there if I can get it. Although ergonomic is also really good too, depending on how much damage you take. All right, do we have everything? We have food, water, junk turret ammo, knife, lockpicks, wrench. I try to make sure I have everything when I'm getting ready to head out. And crossbow we're going to put there. A couple crossbow rounds. Let's see what we're heading off to do today. We've got a clear quest. Also, I know I was pretty quiet during the Horde night. I try to talk more. It's funny when I'm watching people and they get real quiet on YouTube. I think to myself, oh wow, they're really having to focus. Whereas I can usually carry on a conversation, but I guess it's different when you're talking to your family versus people out in YouTube land. All right, so we're here. I feel like we've done this one before. Is that who I hear? There's a guy over there. I'll go ahead and just whack this guy. And fire this up. Drop a couple things in our bicycle that we probably will not need. And here we go. This is so much easier to break into now that we're not using that little stone axe anymore. Speaking of cowboy hats, the cowboy hat mod, I'm not a big cowboy hat wearer, but the cowboy hat mod in this is excellent. There's somebody in there. Maybe not. Nothing up there? I guess that's just a zombie closet. Oh, nice. Lucky Looter Goggle. Plus 18. Where? No. Let's come over here somewhere in front of the turret and have a little wiggle room. That guy break out of there. This guy to mess up the integrity of our dungeon house. Wow. Get her down and knock her out. Alright, what else do we have here? Let's heal up a little bit here. I think I found some food. I love getting this cobblestone initially too. Let's see, it's taken me 3 hits to do that. Miner? There we go. We have a crawler also. Alright. I don't know that I've ever... Oh, I have been in this house. Yeah, I recognize this now. I think next I'm going to start putting points into the fortitude tree. Normally I would go intellect a little bit, but since I have access to a workbench, although I do want to get a mini bike, so we'll probably go mini bike, and finding a pair of nerd glasses excuse me, would be most excellent. They give you that +1. Always the corner. Alright, and we can eat. Let's see. So I think everybody's come that way. That's probably the final loot up there. I think I hear somebody coming in from the outside, maybe? Let's see. I think probably they want us to follow this like this. So we come in here. I'm going to go ahead and get that bed. Wrench. Now, beds used to be worth, I don't know, 500-600 experience points. They've really trimmed it down, but you do get springs from there. Make sure nobody's in here. Got a little Jack and Jill, looks like, or maybe that's a closet over there. Need to start getting plastic. Starting to get a little bit heavy. Alright, we got a purse. Here at least. Yow. Let's retreat. And I never noticed that before. I was watching a video, and sometimes I was wondering why my turret didn't fire sometimes. If you break that laser, it looks like it's not going to fire. Alright. I think we cleared that out. Alright, so going upstairs, a little bonus room that they're using for exercise. Alright. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever been in this POI before. There's so many littler POIs, and then I advance my game stage, you know, pretty quickly, I think. And there's a very limited amount of level 5, you know, tier 5, tier 4 POIs. Tier 3, I'm not sure if there's that many either. This is where the jump turret comes in handy. You see that double hit there? That's one thing I love about these clubs. You get, I hit both of those in the face at once, pretty much. They have an arc swing, or an arcing swing. There's something I can repair. So there could be something up there, but notice how the lights are just directing us to the area. Alright, so this is when I came in. This is what I was talking about earlier. A little bit of parkouring here. Ah. Alright, so area cleared. Return to trader. Nice. When I initially saw that, scrap. When I initially saw that little whatever it was right here in this, I thought this was actually another thing with a hidden or secret stash up here. Scrap. Ooh, a barbed wire mod. So I'm going to take that, modify that. We'll take that off of there. And am I wearing leg armor? Yes. Barbed wire mod. My two favorite ones are barbed wire and burning. Okay, and we are back at our little house here. We're going to drop off some things, but I repair all level 2 and scrap all level 1. So knuckles, iron gloves. I think I need. No, I have 3 iron gloves. 13.
It must be my lucky day.
They may sell for the most though. 344. and it was, oh, it's actually 10, so we're going to, ooh, wow, that hollow point, that does a lot of damage. And it sells for a lot more too. I don't use the bullets, but I'm going to complete and do that. Let me see if he's got another job. And we're going for northwest, fetch clear. Let's see, I've done a fetch. I need to do a fetch clear, I think.
Have a dilemma.
Army camp. There you go.
Godspeed.
I like
Shopping
the
here.
handgun a lot, don't
Come
get me
again.
wrong. I just use the AK because that way I keep one set of bullets. But I really like all the guns for what they are. I like this shotgun. So obviously I'm strength. Now, when I use the wooden frame, it used to be there was some kind of exploit on this where you could, you know, if you had, if you took 2 pieces of wood or whatever it cost and made a frame, the frame would burn longer. Now it's all the same. 2 pieces of wood burns for 50 each. No, that's enough. When I come back, that'll be done. Let's see. Yeah. 2 pieces of wood burn for 50 each, and then if you take 2 pieces of wood, make a frame, it burns for 1:40, which is 50 plus 50. Let's see if we can hit this army camp up. It's going to be tight. Usually I don't try to do 2 quests in one day, but I'm feeling pretty froggy right now. Okay, so there's a soldier there. Do not want these guys to hit you. If those guys hit you, in my experience, they do a lot of, the chance for you getting infected is extremely high, and they do a lot more infection, quote unquote, to you. A lot of times you'll start off at, 0.1 or something. Got another guy there. I'm just going to clear the... Oh my. I'm just not ready to deal with those guys just yet. I've had these things explode before, these tents. Zombies start hitting on things. He's down at least. Hi there, buddy. Oh, I heard somebody else. Yep. There's a couple of burning guys here. Oh, nice. I do see the guy up top there. Come on, buddy. Come on. There you go. Now I want to show you guys something real quick on these tents. So I'm going to hit it with my club. I get 1 cloth. And you want to use whatever it is that's best. So now I'm going to punch it. And I got 4 cloth. So 1 versus 4. So if you really need cloth and have the time, you can sit there and punch this tent up and get a bunch of cloth. Now, I don't obviously I don't need cloth right now because I've got a bunch of it at home, although I am making a lot of glue. I'm just going to chop these up. I don't need the bones. I don't really start a farm. I know most of you are saying, why don't you start a farm? Canned goods are the bomb. Let's see, we got 2. Oh, we got 3. Got a runner. There are only 2 in there, or there are 4? There we go. I got 1, and Turret got 1 at the same time. Oh, this is the final loot. I feel like in one of these places there was something up top. Go ahead and... Let's see, scrap and scrap. What time is it? 1800. I don't necessarily need to... I think I got everything. Oh, let's see, there's something maybe back here, a generator. Suitcase. Wrong one. Oh, you know what? There's something over here that I just disturbed by hitting that. There we go. The satchel. I totally forgot about the satchel. Now we'll probably start farm plots. We've already put down a thing of mushrooms. If ever I get the herbal antibiotics, it's nice to have some mushrooms growing, and you don't have to start farm plots for that. You could grow them on anything. So I made 2,500 dukes on that last run. Let's see what we're going to make on this one. And then we could pretty much buy whatever we want. Let's see, double barrel shotgun. Stick a dynamite mining hat, double barrel shotgun. We'll go ahead and buy that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start a mine here. And what we're first going to do is dig out just a little bit of this to make it fairly flat. Now, what I could easily do is dig over from my current base. I'm just trying to square this off just for looks. Let's see, we can get rid of this. And I've already made some flagstone blocks. And get rid of that. Ladder. So you put the ladder on here first, then you can put the hatch on and it doesn't fall in. Otherwise, if you put the hatch on, there's nothing connecting it, so it falls right in. And the last thing I'm going to do is just for protection and safety, I'm going to put reload that real quickly. And we're going to throw that right there. All right. All right, guys, we are just going to mine till midnight. Go ahead and drop off some stuff. And I did not get as much iron as I wanted to. I actually had a little lead vein. I got a little coal and some nitrate powder, which I figured while I was there, let's go ahead and grab it. All right, the next phase of this base, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop a line of cobblestones right here. All right, guys. So the last night, what I did, I got attacked by 3 dogs. I just killed a zombie. Also, I went ahead and upgraded. I laid this all the way around here. I upgraded this lower edge all the way around the base. You can see it. It's now cobblestone, and I also did this side right here just to make this complete. I made one wooden frame. I have done advanced rotation to put it in so it will drop like that. I like these to drop like that because as I'm standing on the inside, they're easier to reach. So now I'm going to look at that, copy rotation, I'm going to pull that out, and now theoretically, when I open that door up, get off there, it's going to drop out, and that's going to be my the drop door that goes down to my spikes. So now I'm just going to so the dogs came in. I got one. Junk turret got one. And we'll just take this one out. And then we got one together. Gonna have one more. They're right there. Normally zombies don't come here, but I just like it for, looks. And I'm continuing to make cobblestone. All right, and I hope you liked the video. This is Thumper, signing off.